All right, so it's an early morning here in Isla Morada, Florida. Came down to the Keys once again to Scott Martin's house to jump on his 42 Freeman with the boys from Siren and Marquee Marine to do a little fishing. So sometimes we get to do some of the fun stuff. Today's one of those days. I'm gonna take you along with us. Hope you enjoy the ride. All right, so what I'm gonna attempt to do, which doesn't always work out, is take you through this boat as we do some fishing, show you how Scott sets up this boat. We have Sam and Lee, which are the captain and mate. Gonna do a little bit of sail fishing from what I hear, so should be fun. And I'll try to show you as much as I can of this 42 Freeman throughout the day. Whoa. I was more concerned about the fact that the boat wasn't here. All right, so the guys went bait fishing last night, got about 80 goggle eye, loaded up the pen. We're taking about a dozen with us today. So Scott, what's the game plan today?
The game plan is we're hopefully, there's a couple of things. It's a complicated, multi-pronged game plan today. Okay, number one is scoop of ice, right? We need ice because if we catch a big tuna, right? Big tuna, or even a little tuna, doesn't matter. I just like tuna. We got to put him on ice. If we get a sailfish, we're not going to be putting him on ice. We're going to let him go. But the main goal is to hopefully catch a couple big sailfish up showering bait shallow up on the sand. Like visibly see them, make an accurate cast to them, watch them come up, get the bait. Game on.
Sounds like fun.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
Looking forward to that. Is trying to look for ballyhoo. Checked Tennessee Reef, a couple of other spots, haven't had any luck. What they say is when the bait's tough to get, should be a good day of fishing. Fingers crossed.
How are we catching the ballyhoo? Throwing a net on them, Sam?
Yeah, we'll probably throw it right now.
Okay. So we got the
So real quick, as we look for bait, I'm going to show you some of the features up here in the bow. As you can see, there's a step up on the Freeman right here. We'll get to that. Up here you have your anchor locker. Basically 2 additional storage. Up here they add more storage, and the reason for this step up is because of the large tunnel. Comes up down the center and almost forces this to happen. You got all the storage you could ever want on this boat. Definitely no shortage of storage whatsoever. And then this huge lounger right here is amazing. All insulated cooler space, and you just feel the cold air. I'm gonna close that up so we don't lose any ice. But you see how cold it is and how well. We don't need a lot of ice in there, and it's gonna hold all day, no problem. I can guarantee you that. Now, as I talk about storage, check this secondary box, which you have on both sides of the console. Now I'm going to tuck in here and just show you how deep that is. That's got to be a solid 4 feet deep by 3 feet wide, and everything of 7-8 feet long. Absolutely massive storage right here down the center. And you have that port and starboard rod holders along the lounger here, and this thing is another, you know, easy 7-8 feet long. Absolutely massive. We'll take a look. Obviously this is a boat built for fishing. You have your console space, basically a bit of storage, access to your rigging, makes everything really comfortable. Not a lot of cabin space. We expect that from catamarans nowadays. Nothing wrong with it. This boat is built for a specific thing, and that's fishing, hardcore fishing, and they do all that stuff extremely well. Fish on, there he is. So the weather got pretty nasty on us. It's chilly for us Miami boys, that's for sure. Little rain, but brought the fish. We'll take it. Oh.
Beautiful weather we're having too.
Yeah, dude.
Come here.
Oh! Oh, there was the hook.
Oh, let's put the hook. Quick release. Nicely done. Alright, they just spotted some bait. Made a run for them. They were showering right off the bow. Gonna throw some ballyhoo in and see if we have some luck. Alright, so I'm gonna take a second just to show you the helm area here real quick as we move locations. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn you around here a second and show you what we have going on. So we have twin 24-inch Garmin screens, absolutely massive. Excellent visibility, ease of use, obviously, as we know from Garmin. We got the Evinrude vessel view, I guess what you call it here. Optimus 360 joystick. Your switch panel right up there, your individual outboard trim switches right there, Fusion head unit, obviously your throttles. You got another Fusion head unit over there on that right corner. Doubled up Garmin VHF units with your additional rocker switches up there for your lights. And right above me, you got your Garmin autopilot. Kind of cool location.
Perfect cast, Sam. Stay perfect cast.
Need to work on the forearms.
Hey, there's 3 fish here. Get another bait.
So once we leave the helm area, you're going to look at the dual row seating with a huge oversized hardtop, extremely comfortable. Being a catamaran and the stability and ride, being able to sit there, going offshore, doesn't matter if you're in 2-footers, 4-footers, you're going to be comfortable. And you work your way out to the cockpit here. Guys are working on the baits. You got 2 like 60, 70 gallon live wells port and starboard in the deck, which is excellent. Rocket launcher and another pair of live wells down the center of the transom. Leaning posts. Got your coolers underneath here. Raise these up, keep all your drinks and food cold. And up here you got additional tackle. I believe you have that on both sides as well. Collapsible second station. We got the guys up there. Really comfortable setup all around. right, so we just wrapped things up on the Vice Versa here with Scott Martin at his house in Keys, Isla Mirada. Good day. It was a little nippy, a lot of wind, overcast. Definitely not ideal for sail fishing, but we saw some, actually hooked I think 1 or 2, saw 3 or 4 total in all. Definitely not a bad day. Always a good time with these guys. We appreciate the invite as always. And if you want to charter Vice Versa, you can catch them over at Isla Mirada Fish Co, Bass Pro, that area there. They'll have the 42 Freeman available to you, so definitely check that out if you want to get out on a badass boat here in the Florida Keys. So thanks again, guys. Subscribe to our channel if you enjoy our content. We look forward to bringing much more of this to you soon.